everyone, and welcome to Serie A Women's Volleyball, the Italian league, one of the best on the planet, attracting the world's top players. Our game today sees 4th place Montesquieu Jesi take on Vs Perugia, currently 7th in the table. A win for Perugia and maximum points could see them jump 2 places and breathe down the neck of Montesquieu. Well, if Montesquieu can do the business, then Navarra could find themselves knocked off 3rd spot. A talented lineup of players on display for both sides, with notables including the likes of Yang Hao and Kim Willoughby, Olympic medalists for China and the USA in the Perugia side. Dutch darling Manon Vliet and downtown Heather Bown, Olympic silver medalist with the USA, in action for Montesquieu. And it's an emotional turn for that lady, Elisa Togu, previously a player with Montesquieu for 6 years, 2 years as captain, now back playing with Perugia. And it's the first time she's been back to her old venue, so a warm welcome for her from the home fans. And she gets her flowers, and now it's time to meet both teams. Perugia won this first encounter of the season 3-1 at home, and a win on the road would be sweet, but Montesquieu have been tough to beat in their own backyard. The Perugia side are out onto the court. Duskiewicz will be playing through the middle, and Elisa Togu, number 3, in the opposite slot. Yang Hao, number 11, going through the outside. That's how they line up. Crisanti in the middle with Duskiewicz, Yang Hao, and it's Angeloni who gets the start ahead of Kim Willoughby in the outside slot. Togu opposite Pinserato is setting, and it's Arcangeli who is the libero. Kim Stalen's on the bench, influential Dutch setter. Plenty of options for head coach Giovanna Caprara, who took over the team back in November. On court now for Montesquieu Jesi. Maya Ognjenovic, number 1, she'll be setting. Downtown Heather Pound, number 9, having a laugh with the coach. She's playing through the middle. And Manon Vliet, watch out for her, flying through the back row, number 12. She's in the opposite slot. That's how they line up. Rinieri and Negrini playing through the outside slots. Kaloni and Bound through the middle, and it's Mataloni who is the libero. Dragan Nesic, the Bulgarian head coach, in charge of Montesquieu. And this does promise to be a game that will pack a punch or two. Both teams with all to play for as they look towards the top 4. Potentially also looking towards next season's Champions League. Your first official for this one, Andrea Gentili. He's up the steps. And the second official just signalling that the team to serve can have the ball. Corrado Toso. We'll know if they've had a good game because we won't notice them. Just checking that everybody's ready. Signals to the first official, and we can get this one underway. Montesquieu with the first serve of the game. Yang Hao with the first reception. And Togu with the first swing. Can't find the floor. Now she can. Side out then for the visitors. That'll be a real confidence booster for Togu. Not that she needs it that much, but to get the first one away, concentrate on playing the game as ball served in by Angeloni. Yang Hao has been off to a notoriously slow start in all of the matches she's played in so far, so don't expect too much from her from the start. But once she gets going, we can expect to see some fireworks. An off-speed shot in the end good enough for Perugia to get the points, and that allows Angeloni to get the serve away again. This time though, Montesquieu Jesi get their first side out. Manon Vliet it is who puts the ball on the floor. Now she goes back to serve. Vliet wearing the same number she does for the Netherlands when she plays for the national team. A lot of players quite fussy about their shirt number. Like that continuity from domestic through to international. Bang. All eyes on the ball and the serve. took a silver medal at the Olympics in Beijing, losing to Brazil in the final. It was very nearly a USA quadruple of gold medals in Beijing. The men doing the business indoors, and both the men and women doing the business out on the sand. And the women came so close. In fact, the only team to take a set off Brazil in that tournament. So both Bowen and Willoughby at the venue for this one. Bowen on court, Willoughby on the bench. Kim Willoughby, number 14. I'm sure we will see her at some point. Willoughby, though, playing for Perugia, so she'll be the other side of the net to Bang. Nice pass from Yang Hao. And Togu gets her first meaningful swing, but that's an excellent block. And it's Bang with her first of the game. And the home side getting themselves right back into this one. That's an excellent shot from Yang Hao to find that sideline. Both her and Feng Kun in operation in Serie A. Feng Kun, the national team setter, technically the best setter you'll see in women's volleyball. Gold medalist along with Yang Hao from the Olympics in 2004. Unable to defend that title at home in Beijing. And very nearly making the pick up. Too much power from Yang Hao. You will notice during the timeouts that Yang Hao will have an interpreter with her during the huddles, with Caprara giving his information in Italian. It's quickly being translated into Chinese, so Yang Hao can keep up to speed with what's going on. Oh, a little bit of luck. So difficult to legislate and so difficult to read what's going to happen once it hits the top of that tape. It could go and stay on the serving side. In that case, though, everything taken out of it. And nothing at all that Arcangeli could do to keep it in play. We hit the first technical timeout, and it's come upon us very quickly indeed. Both teams scoring well, and maybe just finding their feet in the first phase of this first set. The two technical timeouts that the teams have, the set's broken into pretty much three phases: the race to 8, the race to 16, and then the more important race to 25. That's how Jesi have scored their points. A good run of serves from 2 to 5, 3 points from block defence. That's the aim of the game. And talking of Brazilian teams, a very famous coach. I'm sure you can all guess his name. He coaches the Brazilian women's national team. No Brazilian players, though, on show in this game. And just taking her time out on the bench, not because she's done anything wrong, but because the libero is in, and generally the switch up comes as the middle blockers, once they finish serving, will go and sit on the bench for a couple of rotations and then come back on to the front row. And forced error from Duszkiewicz. Very well placed from Togu. Had to tip, didn't have the power available, but could see where the space was. And Perugia closing the gap on the home side. Oh dear, well, the ball hadn't gone over onto the side of court of Perugia. And so the first official signalling that it was an infringement. The ball has to come on to your side. Kept in play by Ognjenovic. Once it's had its third touch, that's fine, and Caprara's not very happy. He's looking to make a few changes. Signalling straight away to the bench, so someone's going to be coming on pretty soon. In fact, he's having a word with Duškijević, who made had that rush of blood and played the second ball over. Lovely swing to the line from Flia. Caprara knows what she can do, and he coached the Russian women's side. He will have come up against the Dutch side on many occasions, and she is a real force for that team. That was an excellent swing from Togu. Off play, but finding the gap between Flia and Baun. That one was unstoppable. A few unforced errors still just creeping into this opening set, as both teams and sets of players just find their range. And it's evident that Yang Hao has found hers pretty quickly. Another great line shot. She opens up the cross court, forces the block inside, and then leaves herself loads of line where she can attack the opposition. It's so difficult to block against a player like that. It's only when the ball's in tight and low to the net that she's going to struggle, and the block's going to have a chance. Outgunned by Baun on that occasion. Nice pass from Angeloni. Oh, great swing from Togu. She meant business with that one. Perugia still hanging in there in this first set, just 3 in it. So one thing that the home side are doing well is they're living with what Perugia are doing. They're still getting their side outs pretty regularly. Oh, it's becoming a real battle at the net now. Great shot from Yang Hao, 4-4 from her. Very nearly kept it inside the 3-metre line, and Heather Baun, poor defensive posture from her, fell away from the ball. She'll be disappointed with that. Mind you, if your middle blockers make a defensive play, it's always a bonus. Baun now off the court, the libero is in for Jesi. For Perugia, my apologies. They're in for both sides now. Montesquieu just one away from the second technical timeout. Good pick up from Angeloni. Chance for her to get one back for the home side, for the visitors, and unfortunately she's caught the top of the antenna. And so we head into the second technical timeout with Perugia 4 behind. And we're entering the business end now of this first set. This is when it all counts, and those errors, they just cannot afford to be made anymore.
Posizione contro di lei il muro. Andiamo lunghi con zona 1.
It's the coach's favourite tool, the pen and the clipboard, with the court marked on it, so it's very easy for him to describe exactly where he wants players to go and what he wants them to do. And just looking at the attacking options, what he's talking about there is the block that Jesi are putting up and where he wants the defence to go, because Yang Hao is getting that cross-court hit away very effectively, and that's Heather Bounds' role, so she's very interested in what's going on, and he's just saying, having a look at what he's doing, where he wants them to defend, where that ball's being hit, so emphasising the fact that either the block's going to try and take that away, or he's going to make sure that his wing defenders are going to sit right in that position and start to make some digs on Yang Hao and not give it up. Togu aiming everything into that far corner. It wasn't going to come back. Togu again. So difficult to stop with her height and power. Even with Mataloni off on the long run, she was never going to get the ball back. Perugia come back just to close the gap now to 2 points against Montesquieu. Always worrying for Angeloni. She knows there's competition for her place with Kim Willoughby, and any mistake she makes, she's got to deal with them and get on with the next one. But it has been Angeloni who's been keeping Willoughby on the bench. And you have to put that down as a good block. So Perugia called the timeout now. 4 points down after being only 2 down, a couple of mistakes, and Capraro knows he just needs to steady the ship here. And it's Willoughby who, with the tracksuit off, is making ready to come onto court, you feel. Angeloni now under some severe pressure. It was healthy to have the competition for places. In fact, Willoughby now back on the court, so Angeloni's time has come to an end. However, Willoughby's first touch, not the best. Stalens, Dutch national team setter, enjoying her time on the bench at the moment, although inside she desperately want to be out there competing. Well, that was a real shame. Willoughby's such an athlete. I'm sure she has hit the line with this one. Yes, great shot from her. That's excellent swing. Togu did well not to fall into the net with that last effort. But at the moment, it's Perugia's block that's just letting them down. They're not able to really close out what Montesquieu are offering them. Manon Fleer getting that one off Yang Hao's hands and out. Too much height trying to be gained and not enough net penetration. Good serve from Fleer. Another great swing, and Dragan Nesic was jumping up in the air. He knows exactly what's coming. He's told his team that that is coming, and they still can't stop it. Nice delay on that set. Almost a second tempo attack, bringing the ball over the top of the middle block. Greeny ghosting in, and even with Togu there, she was still able to get the point. Nice pass from Togu. That ball's hit the floor. Yang Hao showing early what she was going to do. However, Montesquieu were late to react. Mataloni not really committing. So change of fortunes perhaps. Pinserato off, Kim Stalen's in, setter for setter. It might be too little too late. The serves have to go in. Perugia just needing us. Montesquieu needing 3 points now to take this first set. Montesquieu just into side-out mode, really. Don't want to get bogged down on a rotation. Do not want to let Perugia to get any momentum either that they might be able to take forward into the next set. They just want to finish the deal here in the next 3 plays. Great reverse direction. Good change-up. There's one of them. They won't be bothered if Perugia side out. They'll look to side out themselves and see if they can do the business. Caprara uses his last timeout. Only substitutions left for him now if he wants to slow things down. But he won't necessarily be looking to do that. If his team get back into this one, it'll be Montesquieu who'll be calling the timeouts. That's how the points have been scored, and it's been tit for tat from the second technical timeout. Just a couple of points from Jesi, enough to see them home, you feel, from 17 through to 19. Perugia unable to mount anything from the serving line. Ognienovic to serve. It's off the foot, it's in play. Oh, that was so unlucky. A slight late reaction as that ball pinged off the foot off of Mataloni, I think it was. No, in fact, it wasn't Mataloni, it was off of Rinieri. But unfortunately, didn't come back in. That would have been some rally. Double quick, lovely play, and that's the way to win a set. I've got slightly ahead of myself. Set point now, so maybe one from the serving line. I think it's exactly what they've done. They've put Togu down. The Perugia captain can't get it past the block, and it's Montesquieu Jesi who have taken the first set. The second set going. Yang Hao it is with the ball for Perugia. And serve. Pinserato keeps her place on court. Back in for Perugia in the setting role. No changes for the home side. Flia. Good serve. No middle attack coming from Perugia. Montesquieu hustle up through the right side, but that cross-court attack again causing them problems. This time it's Willoughby doing the damage. Oh, in fact, unlucky getting that one through Heather Bay, and I'm sure there'll be a little chat about that after the game. Excellent from Fleer. By the time she struck that, it was as if she was a front court player, having to take off 3 metres away from the net. That is some hit. And a warning for Perugia, they're going to need all their 3 blockers in on those backcourt pipes, because Fleer can hit the angles, and that's going to cause problems. Willoughby forced to go with the tip. Double touch called. Now, from the tip ball, he couldn't have called it because it's the first play, so it must have been the subsequent play from the that particular play there being called as the double touch. A little harsh, but fair. Well, even with 3 blockers in, Fleer still able to get the hit away quickly enough. Bowen was going for height. There was a gap between her arms and the net, and the ball sailed down it. Good reactions, though, from Willoughby. Went outside, came back inside. That's Guimarães, the Brazilian coach, and he's here in a professional capacity. The head coach for Scavallini Pizarro, who are currently top of Serie A, undefeated. So we're looking on at his teams that are trying to push for their place and push his team in this very difficult Italian Women's League. Those of you that have been watching the Serie A unfold will know that he has Jacqueline Carvalho in the team, number 18, the Brazilian international, who come back from Spain to go to Italy after leaving Italy in the first place to work with Guimarães for Pizarro. It's a very talented lineup, in fact, which is why they're top of the league. Christian First, middle blocker, German international. Plus a whole host of now naturalised Italians, former Argentinians. Carolina Costagrande and Natalia Guadalupe. He's also got the darling of the Polish volleyball fraternity, Skowronska, Katarina Skowronska. Similar style of player to Fleer, in fact. Not quite as tall, both the same style and technique. Unfortunately for Fleer, that one just going wide. Perugia giving a good account of themselves in this second set. All square. The double fast attack being run. However, the ball not quite quick enough. Caprara. Giving a serving signal, it would appear, for Crisanti. Wanting her to go down the line to 1, exactly where she's gone. And that takes Ranieri out of the play. Tactical serve, which may well pay off, but it's recycled by Montesquieu. Unfortunately for Fleer, she's just missed that line. It's an excellent serve, right into the path of where Ognjenovic is coming in to set. So disrupting the side out. In the end, the point goes to the visitors. Again, the double quick being run, and again, it doesn't pay off. 4 touches being called. The ball straight into the net. It didn't touch the block. Well, so difficult to tell. It may well have hit the net and caught Yang Hao as she went up. Not spotted by anybody, and very difficult for us to see. This is a good run now from Perugia. Changing up on the serve, now trying to pick on Fleer, the front court attacker, but that frees up Ranieri, and she puts the ball away through position 2. Perugia starting in the line, then jumping back into the cross court to free up the swing for Ranieri. Togu making the net look extremely low. We hit the first technical timeout, and Perugia with the first lead in a timeout. Sistel Volley Navarra, well, they beat Santaramo away. They beat them 3-1. Conegliano lost out to Sassuolo 3-1. Sassuolo currently 5th. Vicenza beat Castellano Grotti 3-1. And Pavia beat the bottom side, Famiglia Chieri 3-1. Chieri currently 4 points. Vicenza just off the bottom with 10. Santaramo 14. Cesana 15. Pavia 19. And then it gets a little congested. Not many points in it from the middle table. Castellano Grotti 23. Conegliano 24. Perugia 28. Arsizio Sassuolo with 30. Montesquieu 33, Navarra 36, Bergamo 39, and then way out in front, Scavolini Pizarro 49 points. Certainly looking good to be top of the league come the end of the season. And they have their playoffs, top 4 playoff for the ultimate prize. The reason that Pizarro got such a big lead, not only have they won all of their matches, but if you win 3-0 or 3-1, you get a maximum of 3 points. If you win 3-2, you only get 2 points, and if you lose 3-2, you pick up a point. But with 15 3-0, 3-1 wins, and only 2 3-2s, they've got 2 points shy of maximum points as Flia gets ready to serve for Montesquieu. Oh, what a swing from Willoughby. And Flia doing all she could to try and rebound it back into play. Getting her hips under the ball. It was a little high. Leaning right back, just catching there awkwardly on the forearm. Good disguised tip from Negrini. And she serves. Willoughby can't get a decent pass in. That forces Togu into action. And a chance for Montesquieu to level this second set. Oh, good pick-up. Arcangeli. Bown was drifting away from the ball, which was a little bit too low for her. Had to hit it back inside where the block was waiting. Dragan Nesic not best pleased with that particular play. Did all the hard work. The ball just didn't drift far enough from Ognjenovic to Bown. An easy leave for the home side. Serve, dropping it short, bringing them forward. Oh, and a nice point. A little bit of confusion for Perugia. Kim Willoughby will have something to talk about now with her after the game. You don't want to put that through your hands, yes, but you know when I aced you? Yes. Even though it is a touch, it still goes down as an ace. Slight overpass trouble for Montesquieu, well recovered by Perugia. They can't convert. Oh, a hesitation from the first official. He was about to give the touch. Togo goes running over. Wasn't quite sure. But you have your lines judges and second officials. Well, did it catch the hands? It looks like it certainly went. Big touch in the block. But they don't get the point. Caprara calls the timeout. And it's little things like that that can turn a set and can influence a game. It's how well you respond to that. You have to shut out those particular instances, just focus on what needs to be done, and that point alone isn't the reason why Perugia are in the position they are in. There are other things that are affecting the way they're playing at the moment. The pass hasn't been good enough. They've not been able to get their middle hitters going. Duszkiewicz and Crisanti, I don't think Crisanti's had a hit yet of any note, certainly not in any open play. And that's of course Togu running off to have a chat with the ref about that particular decision she didn't like. Willoughby is a candidate for the bench with that pass. And that hit, wouldn't be surprised if Caprara brings Angeloni in any time soon. Those kind of errors won't be tolerated. Not at this level, not in this league. Now, that was a good pass from Willoughby, but Pinserato trying to force the middle. And Crisanti's first hit is no good. So Caprara biding his time at the moment with the substitutions, going for the second timeout. As he tries to calm them down. That's a huge run of points from downtown. Heather Bound's serve. It's enough to put them in control of this second set. Caprara's holding off on the substitutions because he doesn't want to keep making the team. He wants to keep the team as a unit and let them fight their way out of it. You keep making substitutions, it can affect the rhythm and momentum. But if the team just aren't functioning, then substitutions are the answer. The dynamic for the Perugia side isn't quite as Caprara would like it at the moment, but it's up to them to change that around. Willoughby with the serve. She knows this has to go in. Bit of pressure, going with the jump serve. And the pressure told. Caprara's patience being tested. Good swing from Togu. Interesting watching Perugia's middle blockers set up to attack, in particular Crisanti. Textbook says as you go back, you turn and face the ball and follow it in. But the higher up the level you go, the less players will do that. Players will just back into a position. They may turn their head just to see the ball. They won't necessarily turn and face it. They know it's going to be passed into the setter 99 times out of 100. They know where it's going to go. And Montesquieu knew exactly where that was going, straight down. And we hit the second technical timeout, and Perugia's lead has disappeared. They trail by 3 and by 1 set to love. It's not looking good for the visitors at the moment. Caprara is trying his best efforts to head it back over. That's not going to count.
Ok, allora, in questa situazione la Font butta le mani e non anche tu quando ci sei. Ok, lasciamo
consents that the opportunity is there. Ranieri just receiving some treatment on her shoulder. Well, rotator cuff injuries are part and parcel of volleyball, indoors and out. Pretty much all the players will be playing with one form of injury or another, a little nick here or there. Tough old sport. And you've got to be a tough old sport to play it. Yet to see Yannick Van Tienen on the court. Another shot of Guimarães as he's checking out the two teams. His side will be squaring up against shortly in the Serie A. the next time they play. Just having a quick look at the schedules for Pesaro and Guimares' women. They'll play Montesquieu on in the 9th round of the second half of this season, so a few weeks yet for them to play. And then their last game of the season is against Perugia, away to Perugia. They take on Montesquieu at home. It's an opportunity for the coaches to watch a team, especially as these two playing a day after everybody else in the league has played. And this is a good turnaround from Perugia, forcing the Montesquieu coach, Dragan Nesic, into a timeout. They've managed to restore parity in this second set. A little bit of work for the home side to do now if they want to keep the lead and see this one out. A little change around. What an excellent set from Ognjenovic, drawing the block towards the middle and leaving a massive gap for Fleer to go through. Just like that, Montesquieu turn it back in their favour. Duszkiewicz having no success on the slide behind. Frustrating set this for Caprara, as his team have yo-yoed in terms of the score. Yang Hao getting turned by the ball. She's going to have... well, she was going to have some work to do. It's a free ball though for Montesquieu, work to do in the block. Willoughby keeps it in play. Now Yang Hao with a swing. Easily dealt with by Montesquieu. This for 1916. Fleer has to tip, but it's good enough. The Perugia defence was out of sorts. It was off balance. It wasn't reacting quickly enough. And Fleer's tip, good enough. Bang, they're very nearly messing up the overpass. Oh, right onto the line. Fleer didn't make mistakes. Great swing from her. And psychologically, that's a big lead now for Montesquieu. They've hit the 20 mark. Over the top of the block by some way. And at last, Caprara makes the change. Angeloni comes in. Willoughby goes to the bench. It's amazing how often that a substitution will affect the rhythm of a server. Just that little bit of a delay, and what should have been an easy serve becomes a point and a side out for Perugia. Good pick up from Togu. Angeloni brings a little bit of heat to the party, and Perugia come back to within two. She meant that one. Fleer and Bound just changing positions. Montesquieu come back with their own side out. Nice quicker ball to the outside, and Chiara Negrini does the rest. Well, again, another little bit of luck for Montesquieu. They had one in the first set. They got it again in the second set. This one taking an awkward bounce, and unfortunately for Yang Hao, it's hit her hand and then her leg. Not much you can do about those. They're doing the right thing, having a big long swing at the ball, and a chance though for Montesquieu again. Fleer again, but it's too close to the net. She has to give Perugia the free ball. Well, that must have touched the block, because it was certainly wide of the line. Montesquieu keen to keep chasing it. And Bantianen gets her first excursion onto the court. Looking to bolster the defence now for Perugia. A good leave. And Montesquieu with a little bit of work to do. They have the 2-point advantage. This is an important play now, and it's so important, in fact, that Nesic calls the timeout just to put the brakes on what Perugia are doing. He waited right to the last second, which is what a coach will do, just to give him that extra bit of time. Here's a Casillo in the middle, yet to come onto court for Perugia. Pushkiewicz' serve. Easily passed, and Down makes mincemeat of it. Timeout does the job. Montesquieu have the point, and they're 2 away from a 2-sets-to-love lead. There's another ace serve. That one dipped wickedly. And it's the new girl Bantianen who's given up the point. Set point then for the home side. Oh, and what a way to get it. A massive block from Baun. Nice work from Pushkiewicz. The bounce speed into the middle is causing Perugia problems, because it's forcing their middle block to hang around just that little bit longer, and that's creating the gaps through the outside for the Montesquieu players to put the ball away. Baun disappointed with herself at not getting a better touch on that play. So Penserato, who's back in setting, goes to serve. Willoughby on court for Angeloni at the moment. Yang Hao, feet stuck in the mud. So important when you're playing defence to have a defensive timing step. As the ball is hit, you'll see players will move down slightly, their weight going between their knees, staying on their toes, heels don't touch the floor. And that gives you a neutral position from which to go and play. If you get stuck with your heels down, flat-footed, in the case of Yang Hao on that last rally, you're just not going to play anything unless it's hit at you. And in some cases, even if it is hit at you, you're not going to make it. Certainly with the speed and power on display in this match. Fleer just Getting turned by the ball. You've got to keep those shoulders facing the net. Willoughby. Oh, ace serve. That'll do nicely. Didn't take it right at the top of her reach. As evidenced by the fact the ball just catching the top of the tape, but it's good enough to give her an ace. Put a little bit extra into that one, but well passed. Over though, Ranieri getting the ball back, couldn't get it past the block. Ognjenovic going to her, but Togu putting it down. Serving run comes to the end. Ranieri gets the ball back again from Ognjenovic, showing faith in her outside hitter, who doesn't disappoint at the second time of asking, this time avoiding Alyssa Togu completely. Getting it off of Duskiewicz' hand. Heather Bound is picking on Kim Willoughby, and it's paying dividends. This time it's Howe put down, but no middle options for Perugia from the poor pass from Willoughby. Good pick up from Bound. This could be a big point for the home side. Still a chance for Montesquieu. Flia. No good. Great blocking. And it's Perugia who extend their lead. An important rally for both sides, and it could well be the spur now that Perugia needed. A little bit of incentive for them to go on. It was a great pickup from Pinserato to keep it going, and then excellent blocking from Howe. Again, good touch in the block. This time it's Duskiewicz getting hands on it, and enough power from Togu to see it go out over the sideline. Again, Message not overly bothered at the moment. Crisanti. Lovely pick-up again from Pinserato. That's a great run of points. In fact, it's looked like it had gone into the block, but it must have hit into the net rather, but it's come off the block and has gone wide. No, it hasn't. Straight down. It wasn't even close to being wide, so we've hit the second technical timeout, and Perugia in the ascendancy. However, they were in that position in set 2, but Montesquieu came back to turn the 4-point deficit into a 2-point lead, which then levelled, and then they went up again. They know what they're capable of. That's the way the points have been scored by Perugia. Good serving runs, 2 and 2. Side out is the order of the day for the home team. Still early stages of this third set. A quick conflab between the players. There's Negrini in the picture. Fabulous tattoo on her right arm. And a fabulous serve from Perugia. Crisanti making that one drop like a stone. Unfortunately for Mataloni, dropping out of her reach. change by Nesic just to try and slow down. This is that tactical substitution, really. Fleer's not a passer, just to slow things down and give Crisanti something to think about. Fleer, no doubt, will be back in once the side out is achieved. Which they have done. There is an opportunity, of course, for Nesic, having taken Fleer off, to also take off Ognjenovic and put in an opposite player to have 3 front court attackers. Togu gets it off the block. Perugia keep their lead. Didn't take that one at the top of her reach. Montesquieu, potential opponents for Scavolini Pizarro in the Italian Cup. Scrimares' interest in this game, no doubt. A bit of trouble here. Timeout was wanted but not given. Still delays occurred, however. Yang Hao gets a serve in, but ultimately Montesquieu get what it is they wanted, which is the ball back. Perugia not in the quarter-finals of the Cup. Blocking from Schievo. Heatherbound up and across. The ball goes down. Oh, good pick-up. And well converted, excellent point from the home side. Mataloni kept it in play, and then Chiara Negrini hammers it cross court. Big point for Schievo. All in a day's work for Montesquieu. Their ability to come back from being behind in evidence again in this set, but there's no coming back from a spike like that from Willoughby. That was a warm-up hit. Thumping that one in between the two blockers. Determined to keep her place on court in this set. Oh, what a swing from Togu. Way off the net. No way it was coming back. And First time I called by Montesquieu, as things start to get a little interesting now in this third set. A test of coach's calibre, and there is a coach with a superb calibre in the form of Mr. Guimarães. His team will be playing Conegliano in the quarterfinals of the Cup. Montesquieu will be playing Alcisio. Roberto Bergamo will be playing Castellana Grotti. Assistel Volley Navarra will be playing against Unicom Starker Caracol Sassuolo. Quarters, semi and final coming up in the next set of matches in Serie A. Great blocking, Willoughby enjoyed that one, Bound not so much. Been an interesting battle between Bound and Willoughby. Bound's had the better of Willoughby from the serving line, and now Willoughby's just upping the ante with an excellent block against her at the net. And another good block. This time is Crisanti getting in on the act. And this is a very big lead now for Perugia in this third set, as we hit the second technical timeout. And you have to feel that their lead that they have should be good enough to see them take the set and stay in the game. It's a wake-up call for Montesquieu, no question. But are they listening? Massive run of points. 3 straight from the serving line. Some real work to be done now for Montesquieu. The message though, keeping calm. Players keeping a smile on their faces. Changes then as Silioni comes in and Ognjenovic goes off. One playmaker for another. Well, with this kind of set score, I wouldn't be surprised, and you sometimes see this, coaches decide, well, let's just take the rest of the first 6 off and let them have a rest, get them ready for the 4th set. Fleer is off, and now Ognjenovic is off. The problem Montesquieu may have, though, is they need to get something going in this set. If they get beaten by too big of a margin, that may play on the minds going into the 4th set. More trouble, and it really has been an inspired serving display by Perugia in this 3rd set. The Dutch duo just having a look at something interesting. Van Tienen and Stelens. Fleer back in, so Nesic wants to actually make this one work. It's 9 points behind, soon to be 10. Oh, what a pickup. Is this the start of the comeback? Still the ball won't find the floor, at least not for Perugia. But now it does, courtesy of the unforced error from Negrini. And a 10-point lead. Appears to be unassailable. There's some pickup from Mataloni. More trouble for the home team. Togu is proving to be very difficult to get past. No real change in what Negrini did. Didn't try and go right inside the cross court or go for the line, just hit the way she was facing. Togu said thank you very much. That's a better hit. A little bit of pressure for Perugia. Willoughby has to go off speed. Chance for Montesquieu. We can't find the line, however it's touched in the block and it's good enough to give the home side the point, but still the gap is 10. Off Willoughby's hands. Togu can have a laugh about it, such is the margin. There was so much court to be hit as well, a complete miss-hit from Togu. Not on that occasion. Controlled play from the Perugia captain, although she did lead with the hand and gave up the power. Nobody spotting it early enough. It's difficult to spot though in the heat of battle. Players will have a tell. They'll give us something, a sign to say that they're not going to hit it. Some players will lead with the hands. Some, if you actually look at their feet when they go to hit, the legs don't come back. They jump straight-legged. You know it's going to be a tip. There is a change in the technique between the power spike and the tip ball. It's being able to find out what it is and then having the presence of mind to pick it up in the middle of a rally and then pick up the ball. But this is definitely Perugia's set, no question of that. It's all about now the next set that's going to be coming. Can Perugia take that one to force it into the tiebreaker, or will Montesquieu get themselves back on track and take the game 3-1? 3-1 is what they need to get 3 points. If it goes to a fifth, then the maximum points will not be on offer for either side. It'll be 2 points for whoever wins, but also a point for the loser, which makes these matches interesting no matter what. Tina's pass is a good one. Yang Hao can't find the floor. And a mini comeback, a mini surge from Montesquieu, which is what they want. They know this one's over, really. What they don't necessarily want to have to do is get all the way back into it, only to lose it. However, if you keep giving him the ball, they'll keep taking it. Yang Hao caught the block. So what looked like a wild swing was a intentional play straight into the top of the hands. No problem at all for the Olympic gold medalist. Togu gave that one absolutely everything except accuracy. Far out. And certainly the Montesquieu side have sorted out that cross-court hit from Willoughby and Yang Hao. They're starting to get hands on it now and keep it in play. That could be worrying for Perugia come this next set. The problem that Perugia, that Montesquieu have had in this set has been their pass. Another wild one. Togu wants to knock the skin off of this ball. So Caprara with a cautionary timeout, just to settle things down. Keep his team focused. It is easy to lose your focus when you're that far ahead. You only need a couple of points and you think the job may well be done. And it isn't until you get to that, get yourself over that finishing line. couple of points here and there for Montesquieu, which is making the set score respectable, but you still feel that this is Perugia's set. And you can bet that Ognjenovic will be back in for the fourth set. The carry will be called against Montesquieu, and Perugia have their set point. Yang Hao with the serve. Well, signal to say it was well left, but it's an ace serve for Yang Hao to seal the deal in this third. Bound cracks one cross court. Good swing from her. Bang serve. Carry call, signalled by the first official. The choice of carry or double touch. Despairing look from Ranieri. Montesquieu prepares to serve. Great block from... It was Crisanti and Kim Willoughby combining well to stop Manon Flier. Not this time. Off the outside arm. Outside of the forearm of Willoughby. Well, this one's settling into an early rhythm, both sides getting their side outs, moving around the rotations. Which one is going to cause which team a problem, though? Flier seems to have lost her touch slightly. Perugia just edging themselves in front a little flat-footed. And a warning sign. Dragan Nesic quick to respond, calling the timeout early in the set. Willoughby to serve. Perugia looking good in this fourth set. 2-point advantage. Trailing by 2-1. Well, there's big protestations here. Did Yang Hao touch the net? Nesic is not happy, and he's ushering the second official up to talk to the first official. They're not allowed to do that. What did happen here? Well, she's hit it so steep, it looks like she's hit it out down the net. But you can't do that. It hasn't hit her side of the net out, doesn't matter. Great shot. Straight down, no problem at all. Caprara's thinking, what's all the fuss about? The ball didn't hit the antenna as it went down. Still, fans aren't too happy about it. Willoughby serving again. Montesquieu calling a little combination, but it was all into where the Perugia block was. And Togu thumps it cross court. Great work from Perugia. They've got their tails up now in this fourth set. Technical timeout, couldn't have come quickly enough really for Nesic.
Stiamo molando, cosa stiamo facendo? Qual è il motivo? Non ho capito. Cosa stanno facendo? Proviamo ogni palla che dobbiamo fare. Ogni palla in difesa che dobbiamo provare a prendere. Vai.
Real test of Montesquieu's character now as we go into the mid-phase of this fourth set. Real test of the home fans' nerves. Willoughby to serve once again. Tomljanovic is out, Sirioni back in. Backup setter, looking to try and turn things around. The delay is good enough for Montesquieu. Home fans delighted, Willoughby not. Good pick-up. But wasted with the attack. Perugia get their side out anyway. All the hard work undone by Ranieri. Oh, what a serve! Super stuff from Crisanti. That ball must have moved an awful long way to leave the libero for Perugia passing at thin air. Arcangeli won't be too happy with that. Well, just as Montesquieu have sorted out one part of their game in their ability to be able to stop the cross-court attacking of Perugia, the other parts of their game have gone to pot. They can't convert in transition, the serving's not tough enough, and the blocking has too many gaps in it. There's a lack of cohesion for Montesquieu at the moment, and Perugia are making them pay, and Togu is making them pay, and Perugia have a healthy lead in this fourth set. Former Montesquieu captain, 1 points for her new team. Message calls his last timeout. It's not going well for the home side. They seem to have switched off. I'll be delighted. That's a huge number of points from the serving line. Montesquieu with none in reply, just side-out points. Delightful shot from Fleer. What an angle from her. Nothing at all Perugia could do about it, except watch and admire. Good pick up from Fleer. No trouble at all for Baum. The gap reduced to 5. Oh, another good block. This time the ball coming back off Togu's spike and hitting her. Quick to put a hand up to say her mistake. But it is a good block. Golini doing the business. And Fleer doing the business from the serving line. 3 serves in a row, and as you get your first one in, you build up for your next one, you build up for your next one. So that's really as hard as she's likely to hit the ball on a rhythm of 3. We'll take a little bit of pace off the next one maybe, and then build back up again. We'll try and keep it at the same pace, but that's some serve from her. And Montesquieu are on the comeback trail. And now Caprara calls the timeout. So worrying few points now for Perugia. Unforced error from Willoughby. Fleer gets to go again. was a cracking serve as well. And a better block. And that's the value of a good serve. There's no middle attack. The ball set to a wide option gives the chance for the block to get in, get the hands across the net. Bang did exactly that, and now there's just 1 point in it. Changes for Perugia. Togu having made yet another mistake according to the coach. He's replaced by De Cordi. But this is just to shore the passing unit up. This could level the scores. It does level the scores. The crowd go wild. The team celebrate. And it's now well and truly game on in this fourth set. Caprara and his team have been pegged back. Grini off the hands and out of De Cordi. Flia goes again. More trouble here for Perugia. The off ball, a chance for Montesquieu to take the lead. Bound. Can't get it to the floor. Oh, that's a good swing. Well done, De Cordi, having just come on the court. Nice gap in the block for her to go through. Perugia get themselves back in. Perugia have responded very well to that huge run of points that Montesquieu got. Now Ognjenovic is going to go back in. Sirioni will come off. New rule in evidence. Player rolling over the line, feet still on the same side of her court. Those who didn't count, it would have done before Christmas, and it would have been the point for Montesquieu as it is, a point for Perugia. And at the second technical timeout, it's the away side who have the advantage, trailing 2-1 though. This team appeared to have ridden out the storm. There's still a little bit to go. Togu, innocent bystander at the moment, having been relegated to the bench. De Cordi in for her. Angeloni not had a look in, thanks to Willoughby's efforts. 6 points from the serving line from Flia. There's the value of a good jump serve for Perugia, with 7 off the back. Cordy just getting some instruction, probably wasn't expecting to come in, but now having come in, he's doing a great job. First serve, Perugia lead by 4. Free ball for the away team. Flia. Cordy's pick up, and it's Perugia's point. Well, A little bit of controversy here, perhaps. The referee just having a word with the players. It doesn't affect the scoreline. It's to do with the ball being played back into Perugia. The team adamant it had come outside the antenna. But they did the right thing, just played to the whistle. It was Caprara who was going... He wasn't very happy with it all. His team in a very good position to take this into a decider. And that position is getting stronger with every point. And if they win this one, it goes to 2 sets all. The decider is the first to 15 points. No technical timeout to change around when one team gets to 8. It's fast and furious, and believe you me, Montesquieu would be absolutely furious if they ended up losing this game after being 2 sets to love up. They're looking like they're going to lose this set. It is looking like it's going to go to a 5-setter. And tensions are running high in the Montesquieu side. Ranieri unhappy that no one was covering her hitting. He did no cover on that occasion. Lovely pick up from Negrini. Good play from Schievo. Willoughby again. Well, Willoughby looks to Arcangeli. I'm not sure Arcangeli was watching Willoughby. She almost ran into her as she went to attack that one, and I'm sure that was playing on Willoughby's mind. Arcangeli so close to her, but all thanks to that dig from Negrini. Look how close Arcangeli was, and that just didn't free Willoughby up to really go at the ball. Could see her in a peripheral vision. Straight away, Dushkiewicz gets the ball back for Perugia. A 5-point lead. They're up by 5, they need 5. It's Dushkiewicz to serve. Ognienovic. Well, Perugia siding out with ease now. Togu back onto court. It's Crescenti who popped the ball on the floor. And Perugia marching ever closer to levelling the match. Too much power from Fleer with that one. Despite Willoughby being in the right place, couldn't get the ball into court for her teammates to play it. Crafty play from Montesquieu. It's got interesting once again. Coloni hammers it to the floor. Chases on. Good play. Free ball for Perugia. And that's an excellent play. Togu puts it on the floor. Really good pickup from Arcangeli. That free ball was anything but really. The angle that it was come over the net at. Arcangeli did so well, and Togu, well, I think she's happy with that one. Willoughby to serve. A line block being shown by Togu. Angeloni, who's come on to court for Yang Hao, doing the business. Caprara telling his team exactly what he wants here. He's given Willoughby a serving target, that's why she stayed down. It's paid off. They now have a set point. Caprara will once again give Willoughby a serving target. It may be the same one, although I don't think middle of the court was quite what he had in mind. Ball hitting the antenna. Point for Perugia. It's going to be an off ball for Fleer to deal with. A real chance now for Perugia to take this set. Togu. Good pick up by Mataloni, and a good put away. The first set point is saved. Negrini it was who puts it on the floor. But one side out is all Perugia need to take this to the tiebreaker. Van Tienen is in for Perugia. Willoughby goes to the bench as Perugia want a decent ball in. And a good swing. And they have their points. We're into the tiebreaker. It's going to 5 sets. He's 20 years of age. But this 5th set now about to get underway. Yang Hao with the serve. And a chance for Perugia to take an early lead. And that's exactly what they've done. So despite the fact that Montesquieu won the toss and opted to receive, it's Perugia who've got the point from the serving line. Negrini couldn't keep it in play. Yang Hao once again. Bound. Will be enjoying that one, watching her teammates as she drew the middle in, and then Willoughby unable to keep the ball in play from Ranieri's spike. Togu stepping on the line. The backcourt player for Perugia has to take off from behind the white line, 3 metres from the net. Oh, that was close. And giving up a relatively easy dig. Dushkiewicz will serve for Perugia. Oh, Montesquieu got away with it. Ranieri wasn't ready to go and hit the ball. She was on the floor. But Ognjenovic still went to her. Ognjenovic not paying attention, but Perugia guilty of sleeping on the job as well. Dushkiewicz letting it fall. This has turned into a real battle royale. Togu having found her form, Perugia having found their volleyball, and Montesquieu now having to find something in this 5th set. Oh, good reactions from Kim Willoughby. That looks sure to be heading for the floor. But Togu can't keep it in play. Montesquieu level. Touching the block. Good view of just how high Kim Willoughby gets when she goes to spike the ball with that slow-mo. An easy leave for Montesquieu as the scores once again are level in this match. 2-2, 5-all. Somebody is going to go home without the win. Oh dear. Yang Hao trying to make it difficult for Montesquieu, and all she had to do was just get it in court, reset the block defence and go again. So Willoughby is the player that pays the price for Yang Hao's mistake, purely because Willoughby's in the back row and they want the pass in so that they can get the middle running. Oh, good play. That was unlucky. Couldn't really go flat out at that, could Negrini, because these new advertising hoardings, well, they're made of very stern stuff. If you fall into them, you're going to really hurt yourself. Already putting the brakes on, and therefore not able to bring the ball really back into play. That was a shame. All square again. Oh, huge block. Duszkiewicz and Yang Hao. And it's Duszkiewicz with her hands all over the ball. Bogdanovic didn't know what was coming at her then. The ball hit her foot, but no way anyone else was going to get it. Crisanti. And Fleer trying to avoid the block, can't find the court. And now Perugia have a 2-point lead. We've reached 8, so the teams will change round. That way, there's no advantage seen to be given to either side. It's a quick change around, no chance for the coaches to speak to the players. They just come around, put themselves in the same positions as they were, but on the other side of the court. Score table checks, everything's okay, and we will go again. But it's not looking good for the home team. Crisanti. Good change of angle from Baum, but that's an excellent pickup from Pinserato. Montesquieu will have to go again, and this time Baum just hammers it to the floor. Montesquieu are back to within 1. Oh, how Fleer could do with a run of serves like she had in the last set. Not to be. Togu gets the side out, and one threat is eliminated. As far as Perugia are concerned, they've got off a tricky rotation. They may have to face it one more time if Montesquieu can keep siding out. But by that point, though, Perugia will be very close to sealing the deal. Tactical change. Negrini comes off, and it's Tina Lipica who is in. Joined the club on the 21st of January. Girl from Slovenia. Touch given in the block. It was wide of the court, but that didn't matter because it had hit the hands of the Montesquieu defenders on its way out. Bogdanovic saying it didn't touch it. The ref agreeing with Yang Hao, and it's her serve. Will be back in. Van Tienen's job is done. She goes to the bench. And coach Dragan Nesic calls time-out for Montesquieu. Responsibility on the shoulders of Fleer. Needs to take it to the Perugian side. It's Perugia with the advantage as we hit the business end of this fifth set. Negrini's back in. Great swing for Ranieri. Montesquieu are chasing this game. Bound serve is a good one, but it's a nice pass. And that is right on the line. Dushkiewicz is put down by Ranieri. And we're all square. And so now Perugia and Caprara call timeout. It's hotting up on court. There'll be a few nerves out there. How will they control them? These players, though, have been in these positions hundreds of times before. And for some of them, on a far bigger stage than this, even though this is pretty much the biggest domestic stage in which to ply your trade as a volleyball professional. At the bound to serve for Montesquieu. A chance for Montesquieu perhaps to take the lead. One they haven't had yet in this fifth set. It's not to be though. Willoughby hammers it off the block. And Perugia edge closer to the finishing line. Although it's to 15 points, you still have to win by 2 clear points. There's no cap. If it goes to 14 all, we'll just keep on going till someone's too clear. And that's a big serve from Perugia. Dushkiewicz has just tilted the tide, the balance in favour of Perugia. Nesic knows it, that's why he's called the timeout. None left for him now. Lovely flat serve. Unfortunately, Negrini coming up, losing her platform, losing her balance, not finding Bogdanovic with the pass. Dushkiewicz to serve once again for Perugia. A high ball for Fleer, a little too high. She has to tip now. Togu. Fleer again. No. Off the block and out from Ranieri. calm under pressure from her. Very close to the net, but caught the player's arm on its way out. Ognjenovic. Clear to the front row. Strong, tall front row for Montesquieu, but they can't stop the Crisanti 1 foot slide behind. Serrato. Perugia want this side out to give them a match point opportunity. A good ball in. That's what's required. No middle attack coming. Willoughby. She can't find the floor. This could be a chance now for Montesquieu. Oh, what a reactionary pickup. And the power from Negrini, too much for Perugia. We're all square. And a quick look to the scoreboard confirms that fact. And Perugia called timeout. What a swing from Negrini. Not a happy man, but that's it now. No more timeouts for either coach. 13 all, 2 sets apiece. Which way is it going to go? The home fans want it to go their way, that's for sure. Someone is got to be going to stand up and be counted now. Someone's going to be the heroine. Someone may well be a villain. The messages remain calm throughout this game. There must be turmoil inside. Montesquieu with the serve. Great blocking by Montesquieu, slowing the ball down. And at the third time of asking now, they've got a real opportunity to get themselves a match point. Negrini, great pickup. And the block is huge, the point is even bigger. And Montesquieu have a match point now. Brilliant play from Coloni. And just in on the sideline. Willoughby with a huge spike, but she can't find the sideline, and Montesquieu have done it. After being 2-love up, Perugia battled all the way back to take it to a fifth. But when it mattered, when it really mattered, Montesquieu stepped up. And Coloni, definitely the heroine. Unfortunately for Perugia, Kim Willoughby the villain. The unforced error on match point means that the visiting side come away with a point, but they've lost the game by 3 sets to 2. Smiles for Montesquieu. They've taken this one in dramatic fashion by 3 sets to 2, and that takes them further up the table in Serie A. A great job from them.